नहीं ऐसा कुछ नहीं है, ऑफर्स तो बहुत आ रहे थे. It was just that I didn't believe in myself that I could carry a film on my shoulders. I didn't have faith in myself, and that didn't excite me so much, and I didn't want to jump into something where I didn't even know where my role is going. Or where the makers are not ready to give me the script, because at times they are too protective from female actors to give them the script, which I do not understand.
Like for Thank You for Coming, there was Riya and Ekta backing the film. Yes. It's Taapsee backing the film.
Yeah.
There's a lot of women representation, but then there was two kind of different receptions that both the films get.
I think what has happened is that people have not probably connected with the film.
But when things are written about you, does that annoy you or does that get to your head?
Not anymore. Because I'm doing therapy. Therapy, I feel everybody should do it.
Does it hurt when people defame you by calling you names?
Of course it hurts. Of course it hurts. When somebody slut shames you, when they call you name, of course it hurts. I cannot control what comes here and there and on newspapers, but I can control what I see. It is difficult for adults to understand when a child says that they do not want to go with this path. So that's the struggle. Because I didn't want to do it. I hated it. I hated acting. I didn't want to be an actor when I was a kid. And so I carried that emotion. कि मेरे को acting कभी करनी ही नहीं है, look at me.
And seeing Vicky get into the teeth of the character.
भाई वो लड़का क्या है? कितना अच्छा actor है वो. He is one of the best actors of a generation.
My next guest has immense talent, and that is just, I think, scratching the surface of what she represents. She has been the face of what a common man's dream can actually achieve. She has given inspiration to many of those dreams that are still being written, and with every project she's just going forward and forward, and I think she's making a mark of her own and creating a legacy of her own. So I'm very excited as I'm joined by the Dhak Dhak girl, I think the new Dhak Dhak girl, Fatima Sana Shaikh. So Fatima, welcome to Bollywood Bubble.
Thank you. इतनी तारीफ कर ली आपने. Thank you so much.
I was not there this screening, but when I was there at another interview, and there were 3-4 people who came after watching the film, and they were all going gaga over it.
Arey, nice.
People have loved the film, and what I think stands out is that 4 women of different age groups coming together and then telling a very cohesive story.
Yeah.
For you to be a part of a story where women are taking charge, where women are actually telling their story from their perspective, how important does it become?
I think we need women representations. और जितने ऐसी फिल्म बनेगी उतना बिकॉज औरतें बहुत है हमारे देश में, आबादी बहुत है, तो क्लियरली औरतें बहुत है. तो हमें अच्छा लगता है जब हम अपने आप को एक कैरेक्टर में देख पाते हैं और कोई ऐसा कैरेक्टर होता है जिसकी तकलीफ़ों से हम रिलेट कर पाते हैं. एंड व्हेन यू सी कि वो कैरेक्टर उस वो प्रॉब्लम से आगे बढ़ रहा है या उसको टैकल कर पा रहा है या एक्सेप्ट कर पा रहा है, तो एज एन ऑडियंस देन इवन यू फील इट इज़ पॉसिबल. सो इट्स नाइस टू हैव films which talk about issues, basic issues. It doesn't have to always be about women's problems, but just to have a woman talking about things, her emotions, a woman's perspective. So it's nice because then it makes it more real, and that's why also as an actor you like characters जिसमें ज़्यादा meat हो, जहाँ पे layers हो, जहाँ पे करने के लिए कुछ हो, कुछ value आप add कर सकते हो. So that is what excites me as an actor.
And I remember कि what I loved about this month was that 2 films back to back came, both featuring women, being told by women. Like for Thank You for Coming, there was Riya and Ekta backing the film. It's Taapsee backing the film.
Yeah.
There's a lot of women representation. Being a part of the industry at this time, when there's so much coming for, I'm sure it would be very feeling like an honor for you as well, and feeling a very good time for you as well. But then there was 2 kind of different receptions that both the films get.
Correct.
One of them got into a lot of controversies, while yours was much loved. When you see this kind of discrimination as a woman, because both are women's stories and both deserve their places, does it kind of hurt you or pinch you a little that even though they are women's stories, they are being discriminated against?
I think that's not the thing. I think what has happened is that people have not probably connected with the film. क्योंकि अगर ऐसी कहानी है जो जिससे लोग कनेक्ट करते हैं तो वो कनेक्ट करेंगे. वो जिस तरीके से आप कहोगे वो अगर छू गई तो फिर वो कनेक्ट करेंगे. Then there is no then it won't receive any negativity. So maybe people might have not connected at some level with the film because I saw the film. There were parts in it which I really enjoyed, especially वो जो the drag queen When she comes on stage, I was like, there were everybody on. So then you have such characters also who are real characters.
True.
And they're representing themselves and that community. And you feel happy that a film is giving people of different backgrounds a chance to represent themselves, and not a man playing those characters, but a person who's going through that, who is that person and belongs to that community. So it was commendable that they took that leap, because you need, other things might have not worked, but there are things that did work.
And I think Sushant did a fab job in that.
He did amazing.
You were amazing. But also, like, you have worked very hard to break a myth in this industry. And that is that child actors cannot be a successful
I've heard before.
leading actors. And that is true. And I think even Dia mentioned it in our last interview that you did for Bubble. And very few people have been able to do that. What I really liked was how you told that there was a time you start feeling a little toxic environment as a child actor, because you wanted that kind of freedom as a child. Firstly, to take that decision at that age, and then kind of coming back to that field, how difficult was to make that decision for you?
It is difficult for adults to understand when a child says that they do not want to go with this path. So that's the struggle. It's not that you don't want to do it. It's to make your parents or people who are in control of it to understand that this kid doesn't want to do this. So that was the struggle, because I didn't want to do it. I hated it. I hated acting. I didn't want to be an actor when I was a kid. And so I carried that emotion. Mere ko acting kabhi karni nahi hai, look at me. Like today I'm in this industry, and this is the thing, this is the only thing in my life that makes me happy. This is the only thing that brings a smile on my face when I'm on set. Everything around it I'm still getting used to, like interviews and promotions and all of that I'm getting used to. But being on set is the best feeling, at least for me.
Yeah, I can see that in you, because there's a brightness on your face that comes when you talk about films. And that just denotes how much happy you feel about being on set. So you started off with the biggest blockbuster that the industry had seen. It was critically also very appreciated. After that, did you feel like the industry did not give you kind of the offers that should have come after that, or maybe what you were expecting because of the success of the film?
नहीं, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. ऑफर्स तो बहुत आ रहे थे. It was just that I didn't believe in myself that I could carry a film on my shoulders. I didn't have faith in myself. Also I was doing Thugs. उसको समय लग गया बनाने में. फिर वो नहीं चली. फिर जो फिल्म में थी वो चली गई मेरे हाथ से. But that is how the industry works. So it's not that industry is planning कि तुमको काम नहीं देंगे. वो तो कभी नहीं होता. अगर आप चलोगे आपको काम मिलेगा, नहीं चलोगे काम नहीं मिलेगा. अब वो सिस्टम चेंज हो गया because OTT आ गया है. So if you're good at your work, you will get your due. And that's what I strive. कि मैं अपना काम सर नीचे करके बस I'll do my hard work and then I'll see where it takes me.
Yeah, but just say the numbers since was so high. After that, did you ever feel that you were not being considered for that mainstream commercial films that we call, like Thugs was it?
Yeah.
But after that, there was many what we call like a little artsy cinema, or maybe a little more substantial and not the commercial part.
But that excites me. So I did get offers of the वैसा quintessential heroines also, but this is what excited me, and that didn't excite me so much, and I didn't want to jump into something where I didn't even know where my role is going, or where the makers are not ready to give me the script, because at times they are too protective from female actors to give them the script, which I do not understand. So maybe because they think कि वो पढ़ेगी तो नाक बोल देगी, but it didn't excite me. So I know people think कि maybe the roles didn't come, but the thing is that कि I'm reading scripts almost every other day. It's just that the things that were coming to me were not exciting. And if it's not exciting, I don't want to compromise, because then I want to take a break. I would be like, छोड़ो ना, अभी आगे है. I'm getting to work with Anurag Basu. It's okay.
Yeah, and I think Ludo was like
I
to have loved that film. I'm a big Anurag Basu fan.
I to love him.
Like I love Jagga Jasoos. People don't.
Same.
I think there will become a time when people will actually realize
there is a cult. वो cult है वो film.
It will become a cult classic as we go forward. But like you have worked with the biggest of names, right from since you were a child.
Yeah.
Like from Shah Rukh Khan to Kamal Hassan to Amitabh Bachchan,
Amresh Puri, Om Puri.
Like you have worked with like
Legends.
Legacies.
Yes.
Legacies. And now even today, like Ratna Pathak Shah,
Yeah.
Diya Mirza, you are
Yeah.
working with names that have, when you get associated with it somewhere, while it's a very good learning experience and observational, does it also comes with a little sense of fear that there would be an overpowering or overshadowing?
बिल्कुल नहीं, क्योंकि जो अच्छे एक्टर्स होते हैं ना, जो सक्सेसफुल होते हैं, उनको इनसिक्योरिटी नहीं होती. वो इंसान करता है जो खुद में इनसिक्योर है. जो आपको नीचे दिखाएगा या बदतमीजी करेगा, सेट पे लेट आएगा, उसको खुद से इनसिक्योरिटी है. मे बी ही फील्स और ही और शी फील्स दैट आई नीड टू थ्रो माई पावर टू यू नो बी असर्टिव और आई डोंट नो व्हाटएवर टू क्लेम द एरिया, क्लेम द टेरिटरी. बट everybody that you've mentioned, all the people that you've mentioned, they've behaved. And one thing is common, they come on time, they're professional. वो लोग पैशनेट है, वो लोग बिल्कुल बदतमीजी नहीं करते, क्यूज देते हैं, लाइंस याद करते हैं, सिंसियर है. And that's the reason they are so good. So it's only insecure people who misbehave.
And insecure people who actually feel that fear as well.
Yeah.
If you are secure, you don't.
Yeah.
But like I remember the way you spoke about your mental health in the interview, and you openly said that you go to therapy and people should too.
100%.
I think everyone in this time.
Because
I feel
it's
like
not
everyone
about
in our
कि आपको कोई
generation-
इश्यूज है, आपका कोपिंग मैकेनिज्म सही हो जाता है.
हाँ.
आपको समझ में आता है ये जो इश्यूज है ना, जो इतने छोटे होते हैं, जिसको आप इतना बड़ा बनाते
Yeah.
हो, वो आपकी प्रॉब्लम है.
True.
वो आपको टूल्स देगा जो आप फिर ना, आप वो छोटी चीजों में नहीं अटके रहोगे. देन यू कैन अचीव बिगर थिंग्स इन लाइफ. बिकॉज देयर आर सो मेनी प्रॉब्लम्स, यू आर गेटिंग स्टक विद कि व्हाट आई डिड 10 years ago. कि I did this 10 years ago, this person did this to me. You make yourself the most important person in the world, and then you realize that it's not personal. Other person is going through their own issues. I have to work on myself and my reaction and my what am I getting and why am I reacting? Why am I so reactive? So therapy, I feel everybody should do it.
I think everyone should.
It is so important.
Yeah, and like when you are someone who likes to live away from the limelight when you are working.
Yeah.
I have noticed that because I have tried getting your interviews several times, and every time it's like, she's right now traveling or she's either working. These are the only two things that I have always found you with.
That's true.
But when you are someone who does not like to be in that spotlight, but when things are written about you, does that annoy you or does that get to your head?
Not anymore. Because I'm doing therapy.
Best.
Because it's not about me. It's them. It excites them. It's, I think, satisfy their need of having something to talk about. Something that sometimes when you put other people down, you feel your ego gets triggered. So it's not me. It's them, and they are trying to massage their own ego or their own insecurities. Because talking about other people, why do you do that? Because it makes you feel better, probably.
And name shaming also happens a lot, and you have been called a lot of things. Does it feel a little disgusting when people, disgusting might be a little stronger word, but does it hurt when people defame you by calling you names?
Of course it hurts. Of course it hurts. When somebody slut shames you, when they call you name, of course it hurts. But after a point when it happens ऐसे on social media ना, there is no name, there is no face. And then, how can I associate myself to it? I disassociate myself. And then I'm like, hey, तू मेरे ही प्रोफाइल में आके तू मुझे गाली देगा, ब्लॉक. मेरी जिंदगी है, मैं डिसाइड करूंगी, मेरा पेज है, मैं डिसाइड करूंगी. सॉरी, ब्लॉक. आई एम चूजिंग व्हाट आई वांट अराउंड मी. आई एम क्रिएटिंग दैट सेफ स्पेस. Because I cannot control what comes here and there and on newspapers, but I can control what I see. And I would like to blind myself, because there is so much happening in this world, which is there are wars happening, there are people dying, and usme mere ko the last thing that I want to deal with is this man telling me, oh, you're this person, you should do this, you should do. भाई तू अपना खुद का देख ले, अपने आप को तू ये कर, तू वो कर, जाके पानी पी ले, थोड़ा हाइड्रेट कर, ऑक्सीजन लेवल सही रहेगा.
And I feel like this is the first time in your career like your two films are releasing so close to each other.
नहीं, always. Ludo and Suraj Pe Mangal Bhari came on the same time.
दे तो release.
Thar and Modern Love came on the same time.
This is, sorry, I am wrong. This has become a pattern
This
for
has
you.
become my pattern
for you.
Yeah, my two films come together.
But like, was it a little comforting having Sanya on set of Sam Bahadur? Because you started your careers together.
I love her.
So,
I think she's a brilliant actor, and I'm so happy that she's doing good roles, and she's she's getting a chance to showcase her acting, ability and skills. So I'm very happy for her. We any which ways talk otherwise off set. And whenever we get to be a part of a film which is good, which where both of us, we resonate with the film, with the story, with the messaging, it's nice because we are part of something that is big.
Yeah. And seeing Vicky get into the teeth of the character.
भाई वो लड़का क्या है? कितना अच्छा actor है वो. He is one of the best actors of a generation, and nobody can say that I'm wrong because you see his body of work, you see how he changes himself, you cannot recognize him. He is that good. He's so sincere. He's such a good co-actor. I've never seen somebody so skilled. So skilled.
So that's true. Like from
What a guy.
Razi, Uri, Masan.
यार वो लड़के को ना he should be the top star. And I really wish that from the bottom of my heart because he is that good.
Yeah, he is, and that's why it feels great to see that he has a national award to his name as well.
अरे उसको 50 और मिलने चाहिए.
That's true. But like lastly, I want to say that the way you talked about Sanya, right, and the way you speak about your co-stars, because you have worked with a lot of females. In a world that we live in, where still there are a lot of people who like to pit women against women, it seems so nice when women support each other, they're each other's cheerleaders.
Yeah.
It feels so nice, and for you, there have been many women who have done that.
Yeah.
To live in that, when you kind of see women being there for each other, does it feel a little validating and a little happy to be in this phase of life?
Of course, and also I think it's a narrative that is a very age-old narrative that women hate each other, there are cat fights. Maybe it excites them, it's a good read, it's titillating. So, इसलिए वो narrative है, but that's not the reality.
Yeah.
Because in the end, we are humans. There are good women, there are bad women. Nobody is bad actually, everybody is grey. But there are people you connect with, there are people you don't connect with, irrespective of the gender. But when you really love somebody, it is special. I have built great relationship with Shonali Bose. She's been there when I've been really low. The DOP of Thar, Shreya Dev Dubey, she's brilliant. Sanya. There are so many actors that I have really connected with who are women. And because we go through the same problems, and there is a female perspective to everything, it's a different bonding. And if you found that, I found that very late in my life. I think in my 20s, I built strong female friendships.
And I think that's very necessary. And I think there's a softness that not just women, I think men should also have it. And a lot of men, like I have it. And I proudly own it. And I think that's what makes us beautiful humans.
Yeah.
And but thank you so much. Wishing you lots and lots of love and luck.
So
and hope you had a good time.
Thank you. Hi, this is Fatima Sana Shaikh and you're watching me on Bollywood Bubble.